This morning is a time of dwelling in the scriptures related to Jesus' obedient walk to the cross and his atoning death for us, for you, for me, together. There is no program or words from the front other than scripture. The idea is to hear a brief section followed by a period of reflection. Visually, this will be a fairly centenary presentation. Spiritually, it is profound as we reflect on God's great love for us. Join me in Matthew chapters 26 and 27. While they were eating, Jesus took a loaf of bread, and after blessing it, he broke it, gave it to the disciples, and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." Then he took a cup, and after thanks he gave it to them, saying, "Drink from it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sin. I tell you, I will never drink of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." When they sung the hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. When Jesus said to them, "You will all become deserters because of me this night, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after I am raised up, I will go ahead of you to Galilee." Peter said to him, "They'll all become deserters because of you. I will never desert you." Jesus said to him, "Truly I tell you, this very night, before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. Peter said to him, "Even though I must die with you, I will not deny you." And so said all the disciples. When Jesus went with them to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, "Sit here while I go over there and pray." He took up him with Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee and began to be grieved and agitated. When he said to them, "I'm deeply grieved, even to death. Remain here and stay awake with me." And going a little further, he threw himself on the ground and prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me, yet not what I want, but what you want." From then he came to the disciples and found them sleeping, and he said to Peter, "So could you not stay awake with me for an hour? Stay awake, pray, that you may not come into the time of trial. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak." Again he went away for the second time and prayed, "My Father, if this cannot pass unless I drink it, your will be done." Again he came and found them sleeping, for their eyes were heavy. So leaving them again, he went away and prayed for the 3rd time, saying the same words. When he came to the disciples and said to them, "Are you still sleeping and taking your rest? See, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Let us get up and go. See, my betrayer is at hand." While he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. With him was a large crowd with swords and clubs from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "The one I will kiss is the man. Arrest him." At once he came up to Jesus and said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. Then Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all those who take up the sword will perish by the sword. Do you think that I cannot appeal to my Father, and he will at once send me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then would the scriptures be fulfilled, which is said that it must happen this way?" At that hour Jesus said to the crowd, "Have you come out with swords and clubs to arrest me, as though I were a bandit? Day after day I sat in the temple teaching, and you did not arrest me. But all this had taken place so that the scriptures of the prophets may be fulfilled." Then all the disciples deserted him and fled. This concludes today's reading in the Gospel of Matthew. Go in peace.